Say it again, Charlamagne.
I'm a donkey.
Yes, you are a donkey.
So I'll show you how to act a donkey.
Everything that Charlamagne is saying is true.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, June 5th goes to Pat McAfee. This is a very teachable moment, my brothers. Okay, this is very teachable, especially for all you men who just started watching the WNBA. I understand that the WNBA is now in our sports rotation, okay, and we are discussing the WNBA the same way we are discussing the NBA and the NFL, boxing. I don't discuss baseball because I don't like baseball, but plenty of people do. I'm just not one of them. Okay, I like baseball in the 90s when everybody was on steroids. Yes, I like my baseball players roided up, but that's a story for another day. Now, on Monday, Pat McAfee was on his show, The Pat McAfee Show, and he was speaking to the impact of Caitlin Clark, and he was discussing the WNBA's rookie class this year, and he said, and I quote, "Just call it for what it is. There's one white bitch for the Indiana team who is a superstar." Let's listen.
What the WNBA currently has is what we like to describe as a cash cow. There is a superstar. And we're not saying that the players on the court need to act any differently. That's the athletes are going to do what athletes are going to do in any sport. And I think we're all learning that WNBA, that's old school football, baby. That is old school football. But I would like the media people that continue to say, this rookie class, this rookie class, this rookie class. Nah, just call it for what it is. There's one white bitch for the Indiana team who is a superstar.
Jesus. Yeah, that noun, the B word, man, it's something serious, ain't it? It's a tricky one, but not really, okay? Pat and all men listening, the word bitch is very simple when you are using it in regards to women. It's one rule that you all must remember when it comes to using the B word in regards to women. Are you ready to know what that rule is? Are you ready? The number one and only rule when it comes to using the word bitch in regards to women is don't. Okay. Do you need a Bryson Tiller 11-second pause after that? If so, I'll give you a little bit. Yeah, give it some time to sink in. Okay. There is no right way to use that word to women, okay? It is a noun that means a malicious, spiteful, or overbearing woman, or something that is extremely difficult, objectionable, or unpleasant. There is no way as a man to use that word towards women and not sound like Pat McAfee. The B word is a lot like the N word in the fact that the only people who can use it is women who choose to use it to other women, okay? Pat is a white man. I enjoy watching his show, but he is a blueprint for whiteness. I mean, he is capital riot white. He is tuck his basketball jersey and a pair of Wrangler jeans white. And even though he passes all the white vibe checks, when he says white bitch, the white sounds racist and the bitch sounds sexist. Okay, it's like me when I say the N-word. I don't say the N-word as a term of endearment. When I say I don't like N-words, I mean it the way white supremacists mean it, okay? I need you to know the difference between black people, ratchets, and niggers. And this is what's going to continue to be a problem if we don't nip it in the bud now. And men, we don't have to say that word in regards to the WNBA. We already say it enough with the NBA. Whenever we see LeBron James, James Harden, or Chris Paul flopping, what do we say? There they go acting like bitches. When we heard the rumors that KD wasn't happy with the Suns' offense, I don't even know if it was true, but immediately, group chats all over America, KD acting like a bitch again. And it is perfectly acceptable for a man to call another man the B word. You just have to deal with the consequences of that remark if you ever run into that man you called the B word, okay? Now, Pat McAfee did apologize. Let's listen to the apology.
After about 15 minutes of doing a new game show called Guess Which WNBA Rookie here on this particular program, I utilized the words white bitch to describe Caitlin Clark as being the superstar in Indiana. Now, when I was saying it, I legitimately meant it in a complimentary fashion, like this is the one, you know, and as I said it, didn't even think, honestly had no idea what was happening on the internet until 2.5 hours later after the show ended. Then I realized, and I started reading through a lot of comments that were being said, and I felt like actually the worst human on earth for a good portion of my travels yesterday. Those were not my intentions, but that's how you took it. That's on me. I do apologize.
I believe him. I know he meant it in a complimentary way, but there is no way for a man to use that word in a complimentary way to a woman. It just won't sound right. Now, according to Pat McAfee, he reached out to Clark in the Indiana Fever as soon as he realized the internet was on his ass. And they replied back, according to him, from Caitlyn, that it's all good. 3 words. It's all good. It would have been hilarious if the 3 words Caitlyn responded with instead of "it's all good" was "suck my." Okay. All right. Listen, we all are enjoying the WNBA. I have been enjoying women's basketball for a long time now, since Asia Wilson decided to stay at home and play for my South Carolina Gamecocks back in 2014, dropping the clues bombs for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Okay. You know the best women's college basketball program in the country is right there in Columbia, South Carolina, the 803, all right? Led by the legendary icon living Dawn Staley. Yes, 3 national championships and counting. And Asia Wilson is by far the face of the WNBA and the best player in the WNBA. So I've been all in on women's basketball since then. And not once have I thought, damn, those bitches can hoop. Why? Because I don't practice bad habits. And I would encourage all men out there to stop practicing bad habits too. But it starts in your everyday life. If you cut the B word out of your everyday life, then it won't so easily show up in your professional life. Okay? The B word, like the N word, is a nuclear weapon. Okay? When you drop those words, just know it's for mutually assured destruction. Okay, when I let them fly, we all gonna die. Because depending on who you talking to, you might get killed. Pat lucky he not dead right now. And I don't even mean literally. If he wasn't a contractor who produces his show for ESPN, I'm not sure he has a job right now. Okay, Stephen A. wouldn't. I don't believe. Shannon Sharp wouldn't. I don't believe. Hell, I don't think Monica McNutt or Elle Duncan, both women, would have a job either if they referred to Caitlyn Clark or any white woman, as a white bitch on ESPN. Sponsors would be pulling out. People would be writing petitions, all types of stuff. But the moral of the story is, when it comes to calling women of any color the B word, don't.
You gonna get
11. Wait for 11 seconds.
Oh God.
I'm doing my 11 second.
Oh my God.
See, now I gotta wait another 11 seconds.
No,
Hold
you
on.
don't. It's so corny. It's corny.
No, you don't.
What?
Lord.
Please give Pat McAfee the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Hee-haw.
Now, Jess, this man doesn't practice what he preaches.
No.
He doesn't at all.
That's why I don't take him serious.
Watch MB contradict himself. Why I don't practice what I preach?
Because you call me a beige bitch.
I specifically said men can refer to other men as bitches. You
don't know-
beige bitch. And that's why I be calling you that. Okay? 'Cause you just gave a perfect example of why I be calling you that.
You don't know what I identify as, sir. Take that!
All right, well, you beige they.
But yo,
And guess what? Days is bitches too.
hey, yo, you stupid. But in Baltimore, yo, I mean, that's just how it is. Cause man, in Angel from there, we know, man. The guys be like, that's one hooping ass bitch. That little bitch can hoop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not. I mean, but they're not on ESPN.
Yeah, right,
but,
correct. Yeah,
that's
but
right.
Like, that's. I guess all of them will be in jail. Cause, yeah, all right. And she would probably dap somebody up. That's just how it is. Like, yeah, that's how it is in Baltimore.
Hey, yo. Jay Hill, don't you do that next time you're on that podcast with Wayno. Don't listen to Jess. You leave that Baltimore right at home. Leave that Baltimore in Baltimore. I don't want to hear you on that podcast with Wayno talk about Angel Reese's old hooping ass, whatever Jess just said. What you just said, Jess? What you call her?
And that little bitch be hooping, y'all.
Jesus. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Yes, sir.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.